It's commonly known that the region of Catalonia wants to break away from Spain and become their own independent country for complex political reasons I'm not going to delve into today. Massive protests are going on in Barcelona and all over Spain vouching for Catalonian independence, and in addition, Barcelona have just dropped their fiery Catalan fourth kit for this season. Despite all the drama, what if they actually split apart in the foreseeable future and Catalonia became its own independent country? How would that not only affect Barcelona and Spain, but the current footballing landscape internationally? So in today's video, we've got a special experiment as we're putting the Spanish national team up against a full Catalonian 11 in a CPU versus CPU kickoff battle, meanwhile also testing them out in career mode to see how a full Catalonian 11 would perform as Barcelona in a season. And last but not least, finally, a World Cup style tournament with both Spain and Catalonia participating to see who would go the furthest and who would outperform each other on the world stage. If you're looking to keep up to date with all the latest scores, news, transfers, and everything the footballing world has to offer, make sure to check out OneFootball. It's available on both iOS and Android. It allows you to follow your favorite teams, your favorite players, and so much more. The download link is in the description, so make sure to give it a go. It's completely free. It is a must-have app for every football fanatic. A fascinating experiment we have on the cards today. A lot is on the line. National pride, Catalonian pride. And hey, I'm just hoping to see some absolutely insane results. And hey, if you go on to enjoy the video, make sure to slap it a like down below, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications for more FIFA 20 career mode content on the channel. More experiments, more challenges, more rebuilds, and so much more. And also comment down below what other content you'd love to see on the channel. Follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description. And let's get straight into the first part of this video. Here we have them. We've placed all the Catalonian players in Barcelona. They've got the Catalonian kit as well with the yellow and red. And we just have the classic Spanish national team in there as well. They're going to go head to head in a CPU versus CPU battle. But before we get into the gameplay, let's have a look at both these sides. Alrighty then, kicking it off with the main Spanish national team, the international team. And it's pretty similar to what you'd be seeing in reality, just minus all the players that were born in Catalonia. They won't be representing Spain like they usually do. They'll be representing the brand new team that we've made in Barcelona. Meanwhile, it's pretty much all the same Spanish internationals. We'll take a look at the bench. There are some notable mentions that have missed out and are participating in the Catalonia team, which we will get into, but it's still a very strong side. It's still a very decent side. They haven't lost too many big hitters, and you know Spain, they've always got a trick up their sleeve. They've always got quality on the bench, on the field, and anywhere in between. Sergio Ramos will be the captain, David De Gea in goal. Albiol will be the other centre back, as we have Carvajal, Grimaldo, the left back and right back. The midfield three will be Thiago, Rodri, and David Silva, Sayul on the right, Aspas up top, and Isco Disco on the left. If this does happen, I think the Spanish national team, in terms of football at least, they shouldn't be too worried. I mean, Spain always have a great team, whether they have Catalonian players in them or not. Let's take a look at the Catalan 11. So here we have the star attraction. Like I said, we placed all the players that were born in Catalonia in this Catalonian 11, and we've got them lining up in a 3-4-1-2, 3-5-2, however you interpret it. And up top is going to be the strike partnership of Gerard Deulofeu, a Barcelona Youth Academy product, now playing at Watford, and Moreno, Gerard Moreno. Two Gerards up top from Villarreal, that striker. We also have Dani Olmo in the middle, the center attacker midfielder, playing out for Dinamo Zagreb in the Croatian league. He will be starting at that number 10 position. However, Busquets is another heavy hitter that has played for Spain a lot throughout his career and would be switching allegiances here if there was to be a Catalonian national team. We move on. Sergio Roberto, another Barcelona Youth Academy product. A lot of players that have originated from Barcelona and have played for Barcelona. And we move on to a quite controversial figure, not in terms of the player, but in terms of participating in this Catalonian 11. Yes, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. I know he's Serbian. He was born in Catalonia though, so we've included him in this side. Decided to give him a bit of a helping hand, a bit of an advantage, and this is their big marquee man in terms of not being Spanish, who was just born in Catalonia. However, he's represented Serbia multiple times. We'll move on to Christian Tello, Spanish left winger. You guessed it, was also born in Catalonia. Gerard Piqué is another one who is Catalonian at heart. Another Gerard in this team as well. And then we have Marc Bartra currently playing for Real Betis at the moment. And it is Pau Lopez, the number one in goal, who gets that goalkeeping spot. And we also have a few more controversial ones coming here. We have Adama Traore, ex-Barcelona player, now playing for Wolves. Has had a few stints in the Premier League. And recently, as of like a few days ago, has declared for Mali, even though we got a Spanish national team call up. Yeah, I don't know how that one calculates. I don't know how it all works. He was born in Catalonia, so therefore he qualifies for this Catalonian 11. I mean, whether he goes to play for Mali or Spain or whoever he decides to choose, we've got him in here nonetheless, as well as Keita Balde. The Senegalese winger now at Monaco, had stints at Inter and Lazio, has decided to play for Senegal internationally, however was born in Catalonia. The rest are pretty self-explanatory. They are Spanish and yeah, are players that have played for Spain before. I think those were the only few exceptions in there. We've got the likes of Ruiz on the bench, Hector Bellerin, an Arsenal player. There's Pepe Reina, who's going to be the second choice goalkeeper. Cesc Fabregas, another massive Spanish player, was involved in their 2010 World Cup winning squad. As we move on to the reserves, there are a lot of players in here. We have Alenia, a few La Masia Youth Academy products such as Carles Perez. We also have Ricky Puig, another great central midfield Spanish talent that has been highly touted for big things. We also have Real Madrid striker Mariano in here, who is allegedly from the Dominican Republic, however was born in Catalonia, so we've included him in here, as long as our third choice goalkeeper Kiko Casilla. Sergi Samper, another Barcelona Youth Academy product, as well as another fallen wonder kid over here with Boyan. This squad in comparison to the Spanish team is a very deep squad. These are just the best players on FIFA that I've seen and decided to include in here, so let me know down below who else should be included in this Catalonian 11. If they were to start up their own national team, boy oh boy, they got a plethora of talent to poach. And just for fun, let's just say Pep Guardiola will be the national team manager for Catalonia, just because he's from there. He's done what's needed to be done at Manchester City. He can come over to Catalonia and maybe deliver them World Cup success, who knows. And we have a thrilling encounter on the cards. This would be the derby of the century, a domestic rivalry, a civil war, whatever you want to call it. It is Spain taking on Catalonia. And today's exhibition match will be taking place at a semi-neutral venue. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this one. It is the Santiago Bernabeu hosting this one. I wouldn't even be too sure. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't allowed in real life, if they were actually to break away and beat Catalonia. Maybe in an international friendly, who knows? I think the rivalry in the derby would be too fierce. What would happen if they both qualified for a World Cup one day? That would just be absolute insanity. We'll find out later in this video. The Spanish boys are ready. The Catalonian boys are ready. Let's see who prevails in this one. It's going to be a nail biter and Spain will kick us off. Dani Olmo through on goal for Catalonia. What can he do here? The little playmaker plays it through and it's off the post from Gerard Deulofeu. That's an electric start from the Catalonian boys, and I just realized Kepa was on for David De Gea, so we're just switching them out. Spain playing rather conservative, starting the match off slow, trying to warm into things here. They don't want to go all out in the first opening minutes. Here we have David Silva. He gets absolutely destroyed by Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. The derby, the rivalry starting to come out there. They're warming to the occasion. It is a very unique situation they're coming up here against, but it's David Silva, the Man City playmaker, lays it off to Thiago Alcantara in the midfield, playing a major role in all of Spain's attacks right now as Rodri finds the ball through. It is going to be Iago Aspas, and it's a shot straight at Pau Lopez. A great save, gets down low. The tension is rising. What can happen here from this Spanish free kick? Iago Aspas again goes for it, but Pau Lopez catches it comfortably. And Catalonia intercepts with ease. Now, can they spark a little counter-attack here? It's going to be a lovely through ball from Moreno if he had quick feet. But no, Sergio Busquets, a lovely over-the-top ball. That is scrumptious from the CDM. And now Dani Olmo puts that one in at the back post. And that is another chance spurred by Catalonia. Alright, that opening half was a bit dry. It was a bit bare bones. And it could open up here in this second 45. Let's see what happens here. But there is a lot to play for. Pride is on the line. Into Marc Bartra. Sergio Busquets now. Gerard Moreno. Nice little movements going forward here, and it's Deulofeu finds the ball into Tello, and Dani Olmo for Catalonia. I think he's offside. He is offside. He doesn't know it yet, and the goal's been disallowed. Unfortunately for the Catalonian side, they aren't able to get the opener. As soon as we thought we had the first goal of the match, he's offside, and the celebration stopped right there. The ball through to Sergio Roberto. Busquets crossfield ball, which is absolute dynamite at the moment. And Christian Tello trying to make an impact from this left-hand side. He'll cut away from his defender. Carvajal was sent to the shops. And now Gerard Deulofeu. Christian Tello makes his way back into the middle. It is now Sergej Milinkovic-Savic lays it off to Busquets. And that could have been the opener, deflected out for a corner. Some more substitutes coming on. It is Keita Balde, the super sub, on for Christian Tello. Can he be the difference for Catalonia today? Corner will be delivered by Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, who'll cross that one in. The header was there. And now the follow-up from Deulofeu. Off to Fabregas, fresh off the bench. Fabregas wins it again. Fabregas for Catalonia. He scores against Spain. And what a way to get it off the corner. He kept pursuing, he kept pushing. And the World Cup winner, he's won so many trophies with the Spanish national side, turns his back on his country, and he's representing Catalonia today. And that is an absolute thunderbolt from Cesc Fabregas into that bottom right-hand corner. David De Gea caught out. And it's Catalonia to take the surprise lead. The underdogs right here. And that is 1-0. Finally, we have the opening goal. And it's one of Spain's most famous midfielders from recent years, Cesc Fabregas. It's just been over an hour, and that is the goal that has put Catalonia into the lead. Can Spain respond now and bounce back from this? Tries to find his way through. Sergio Roberto now into the middle. It's opened up. Keita Balde was free on the right, but they'll work its way back in. And it's Milinkovic-Savic through to Gerard Deulofeu. 1-on-1 with David De Gea. And it's Catalonia to double the lead. What a goal. And what a piece of play from the team. They worked their way back from the midfield. Beautiful tiki-taka play. And they've used what Spain has been so successful at over this past decade against them. And a one-on-one against De Gea at his near post. Couldn't save that one. And Gerard Deulofeu finishes his dinner. He doesn't crack under pressure. And it's Catalonia 2, Spain 0. Who saw this coming? Spain 2 goals down. Can they fight their way back in the final 13 minutes? Busquets, lovely little 1-2. And they're trying not to force a situation. And over here with Fabregas, now it is Gerard Moreno. He might have a pop, and he will have a pop. The number 7 with his first shot of the match. And that is 3, and surely Spain are done and dusted. The job is done, and Catalonia will be victorious in this one. A 3-0 dominant second half performance after it was a cagey opening 45 minutes. The floodgates opened in this second 45, and the Bernabeu is shocked at the moment. David De Gea absolutely clueless in net, and it's the left foot strike from Gerard Moreno to get Catalonia their third. Moreno absolutely ecstatic, and Catalonia going crazy. 3 minutes of added time, but there's no way Spain are making their way back into this fixture. There we have it. It is full time. Spain was a no-show. They got taught a lesson today, and at their home stadium, they were played off the park by Catalonia. They came independent in FIFA 20, and their national team has prevailed. Spain had the majority of possession. They were passing around the back, tiki-taka, but they didn't make enough chances. They didn't get into the box enough. It just wasn't their night. Catalonia counter-attacked, played beautiful football, and took their chances. Well then, they've done it in kickoff. They've prevailed against Spain. They've proven their worth. So let's chuck them into career mode here. We've gotten every single player. It's pretty much if Barcelona could only use Catalonian players, and we've put them into the starting 11 here in career mode. We're going to simulate throughout one season. We'll see how they perform in La Liga, the Spanish Cup, the Champions League. Let's see if they can live up to the success that the normal Barcelona would have. It's going to be an interesting season, so let's get the simulation underway. And here we find ourselves at the end of Season 1, Catalonia FC, Barcelona, whatever you want to call them. They finish in 4th position. They've qualified for Europe. They've qualified for the Champions League, which you'd expect, but unfortunately, they weren't able to get it over their Madrid rivals in Real. They finish on top with 109. Atletico on top with 106 as well, right behind them. Still a respectable and applaudable season from the Catalan players. Interesting stuff there from Barcelona. However, it's not La Liga winning form. We'll move on to the Supercopa de España. Real Madrid took that one out. And we'll move on to the Copa del Rey. Real Madrid take that out as well. Let's see where Barcelona get eliminated. Catalonia not doing all too well. And in the round of 32, it's a 2-1 elimination to 3rd place Valencia in the league. Not too much success going around. I'm not expecting too much in the Champions League. And it looks like they didn't even make it out of the group, in a really tough group in there with Inter and Dortmund. They finish in 3rd. And they've gone straight to the Europa League. Okay, surely the Europa League. Now, did they find some success? They progressed out of the round of 32. A 5-1 victory over Sporting Lisbon. Will check the round of 16. And they got a 3-1 win over Roma into the quarterfinals now. And against the other Italian capital side, it is Lazio, a 5-2 defeat, and therefore eliminated in the quarterfinals. Catalonia FC couldn't have a deep Europa League run. They've strung together some decent performances, however, we found out they're not an elite side. I mean, there's only so much you could do with a Catalonian-only players team. As you can see here are the main performers for Catalonia right here with Gerard Moreno. He picked up 24 goals. He's the top goal scorer for this Barcelona team alongside 2 assists. Milinkovic-Savic with 20 goals and 9 assists. It is Mariano with 19 goals and then Gerard Deulofeu with double figures in both goals and assists there. 14 goals, 11 assists. Gerard Piqué with 6 goals and 3 assists. Christian Tello as well with 6 goals and 4 assists. Keita Balde, 4 goals and 1 assist for him. A decent little season. 3 goals for Jordi Alba. And then Sergio Roberto with 14 goal contributions there. 11 assists is his main stat. Sergio Busquets also did quite well as the youngster Dani Olmo with 3 goals and 6 assists. As we'll scroll down, only 1 goal and 1 assist for him. Carles Perez didn't get all too much game time. Hector Bellerin doesn't see a way into this starting 11 as well. Marc Bartra getting 2 assists from centre back. Pau Lopez with 11 clean sheets this season, as well as Pepe Reina getting a bit of game time in between the sticks. So not outstanding by any means, but still very respectable. They've done the job here in career mode 1 season in, and I at least expected some silverware. However, that is it for the season 1 career mode simulation. We're going to move on and see how Catalonia and Spain both get on in the World Cup style format. So here is how our custom World Cup tournament mode is looking like in FIFA 20. It's got all the hallmarks, all the basics, and all the rules of a normal World Cup. Nevertheless, as we get on into a Group A, hold Sweden, Netherlands, Mexico, and Chile. We move on into Group B. There is where we see the normal Spanish national team alongside China, Uruguay, and Russia. We move down into Group C, and it's the United States, Iceland, India, and Belgium making up that. And alongside Group D, it is Canada, England, Colombia, and Denmark. And then we move on to France, Cameroon, Austria, and Australia making up Group E. Group F is where we see Germany, Egypt, New Zealand, and Portugal participate. And then we find Catalonia drawn into Group B. Poland, Romania, and Brazil will be their opposition. So will they be able to get out of that group? Hopefully they can make it through to at least the round of 16. As we scroll down to Group H, the tough sides just keep on coming as it holds Argentina, Italy, the Czech Republic, and the Ivory Coast. So that is the current World Cup. Can Spain and Catalonia make it out of the groups and maybe even verse each other in a big final knockout match? Let's have a look. We'll sim through the group stages and see what happens. And here we are. The group stages are done and dusted, all wrapped up, and we have Netherlands and Mexico progressing out of Group A. It is Spain to finish on top, 3 wins out of 3, 9 points for them, and it is Uruguay right below them to finish in second. Belgium and Iceland make it out of that group. United States and India are eliminated out of the tournament. And we move down to Group D. It is England and Denmark finishing in first and second. Colombia and Canada eliminated. It is France to progress out of Group E. Austria finish in second, and Cameroon and Australia are going home. The obvious teams in Group F, Germany and Portugal, both finish on 7 points. Both qualify for the round of 16. And then we have Catalonia in their first ever World Cup, winning 3 games out of 3, 9 points in total. Brazil with a shock elimination as Poland make their way through to the round of 16. Romania with no points. And finally, Group H, Italy top it alongside the Czech Republic in second. Argentina knocked out. 2 South American heavyweights knocked out of the World Cup. What is going on at the moment? And here we have the draw for the round of 16. The knockout rounds begin as Belgium are versing Uruguay, as Catalonia are matched up against Mexico, a very winnable game for them, as we have Germany versus Austria. Netherlands are taking on the Czech Republic as England host Poland. Spain, another winnable game for them, that is up against Iceland. France versus Portugal in a blockbuster Euro 2016 final match. And the final game, Italy versus Denmark. Let's see if both sides can progress out of the round of 16 and find themselves in a quarterfinals position. Firstly, to start things off here, it is Catalonia taking on Mexico. We're controlling both Spain and Catalonia, so it'll be interesting results to see what happens here. And it is Mariano and Deulofeu with both goals. A penalty in the 82nd minute to progress past Mexico, and Chucky Lozano's goal for them wasn't enough, and Catalonia booked their spot in the quarterfinals. Spain up against Iceland now. It should be a routine victory for the Spaniards. Let's see what happens there. It is a hat-trick from Iago Aspas, 2 penalties, and that is as clear as day. They're through to the quarterfinals as well. The results are in. Belgium edge past Uruguay 2-1. 2-1. Germany defeated Austria 3-1. The Netherlands, a comfortable victory against the Czech Republic. Poland have knocked out the Three Lions. Football's not coming home. And then France get their revenge over Portugal 2-1. Italy make their way through with a 2-0 victory over Denmark. And now the quarterfinals, it's starting to heat up here. It is getting serious now. And Catalonia matched up against Belgium. Germany versing the Netherlands. And then Spain get Poland. Okay, that is an interesting one. And then it is France versus Italy, a 2006 World Cup rematch. First up, we have Catalonia, and it is Belgium standing in their way between them and the semi-finals. Can they pull through? And it is a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 in extra time. Gerard Deulofeu with a hat-trick now, and Gerard Moreno gets sent off. He'll miss the semi-finals, but it is Vanaken and Batshuayi with the goals for Belgium. And it took Catalonia 120 minutes, but they're through to the semi-finals. Wow, what an achievement for Catalonia. Can Spain respond and mark their place in the semi-finals? They've got Poland, the underdogs of this tournament, but it's 2-0. Iago Aspas again, ever consistent in front of goal, and he gets a brace to send Spain through to the semis as well. Oh my goodness. No way. No. I actually cannot believe this. I did not plan this. I hold my hands up. I didn't plan for them to face up in the final. I randomized the groups, and somehow we find ourselves in this situation. It is Catalonia taking on Germany, and Spain are matched up against France. Recent World Cup winners as we go back into 2018 and 2014. Spain as well, 2010 World Cup winners. It's pretty much Catalonia taking on all the 3 previous World Cup winners. Absolutely insane, but we'll take a look at the results. Another 3-2 thriller in the Germany and Netherlands game, 2-0. We also saw that comfortable Spanish victory, and it's another comfortable victory from France to progress past Italy 2-0. Unfortunately, Gerard Moreno is suspended for probably the most important game in Catalonian history. Their first ever World Cup. They've progressed through to the semis. They're 1 game away from the final, and Piqué's off injured, but they don't care because it's a double from Deulofeu. He does the job against the Germans, and Royce's equalizer wasn't enough. It's Catalonia in the final of the World Cup. Who actually saw this coming? I'm absolutely speechless right now. Gerard Deulofeu, the hero. Take your bow, son. This is a fairy tale in itself. Now it's over to you, Spain. Have you got the skills to pay the bills? Are you going to make it into the final and meet your arch nemesis? Okay, I'm actually nervous. And wow, Spain make it through. Iago Aspas, he's probably the top goal scorer by now. He gets a double. That is absolutely perfect. The stars have aligned. Everything has come into place right now. This would be the World Cup final to end all World Cup finals. I actually can't believe this. What have we created here? Unfortunately, injuries and suspensions will be haunting this Catalonia side going into the final. Mariano will be taking Gerard Moreno's spot, and the injured Gerard Piqué, the captain, will be out, and Bellerin takes his spot. He'll move out right back. Busquets, the captain. It was Catalonia to get the better of Spain in the normal CPU AI kickoff game, but now it is the all-important game, the World Cup final. I cannot even watch. What is going to happen? It is 2-0. Spain get their revenge, and they are World Cup champions. Sayul and Isco get the job done. What a performance from the Spaniards. Catalonia crumble in the final, and what a fixture that would be in real life. I could not even comprehend it. This is why FIFA 20 is so brilliant. Spain get their 2nd World Cup, and it's only up against Catalonia. What a victory. What an achievement. So there we have it. There's the confirmation. World Cup winner Spain in emphatic fashion, 2-0. It was a brilliant run. It was a fairy tale for Catalonia, but in the end, they get outdone by their Spanish counterparts. There we have it. Spain celebrate winning the World Cup. David De Gea, they're absolutely loving life. They get the bragging rights over Catalonia. So there, the rivalry continues. They won in the kickoff game, but Spain won probably the most important game out of all of them. We'll take a look at the top goal scorers. It is Iago Aspas with 11. Royce for Germany with 10. Gerard Deulofeu got a hat-trick in there. He ended up getting 7 for Catalonia. As we'll scroll down and see anyone else, it is also Busquets with 2 goals. Sayul for Spain was also a key figure with 4 goals. And then now the assists, it is David Silva with 3, Thiago with 3, and then Busquets also with 2 assists in there. In terms of clean sheets, David De Gea gets the Golden Glove. Paul Lopez only got 2. And that is where we're going to wrap up today's FIFA 20 experiment video. What a turnout. What an absolute result right there. Spain getting the better over Catalonia. Catalonia getting the better over Spain. What if they split? What if they separate in real life? It'll cause some interesting results and some interesting problems in world football. But for FIFA 20, those were the results, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to slap a like button down below on the video. It helps out so much. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you want more FIFA 20 career mode content coming to you on the regular. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. Also, comment down below what are the weird and wacky FIFA 20 experiments you'll want to see on the channel next. I've been BCHD. Hopefully you had a wonderful day, and I'll catch you all on the very next video.